Elizabeth Palmer joins us from Paris. Liz, what's the latest on the manhunt for the 8th suspect, Salah Abdeslam?
He escaped to Belgium, we know that. A very peculiar story emerged in the French media, where apparently he was completely taken aback to find himself alive after the attacks. And he called a couple of friends in Belgium and he said, "Hey, could you come and pick me up? I'll pay for gas and tolls." So they drove down, picked him up, and crossed the border. Now, there was a police slip-up, very serious one, because the car was stopped and the occupants questioned by police on their way back just as part of a regular border patrol, and they let them go. He's since disappeared. The police have found the 2 other guys in the car, but the main suspect has vanished. Of course, he's at the top of the list of people they want to find now.
Liz, we've also now learned the name of the suspected mastermind of the Paris attacks, Abdelhamid Abaoud. What do we know about him?
He was well known to Belgian police. In fact, he was implicated in the plot to blow up that train in August. To gun down passengers on the train in August. That was thwarted by the 2 Americans aboard who managed to wrestle the gunman to the floor. He wasn't there personally. U.S. intelligence confirms that he's in Syria now and probably was then. But he had all kinds of police attention directed towards him, and he is, according to ISIS, one of their top planners for all European operations. At the moment, he's out of reach because he's in ISIS territory up there in northern Syria.
Liz, what is France now asking of its European allies?
It's not clear. There is in the European agreement a kind of common defense obligation. If one country is attacked, then the others should come to its aid, a bit like NATO, but a European version. So France has invoked this clause, but not specifically. So it's not clear whether they're saying to the other European countries, you have to join the bombing missions of the coalition in Iraq and Syria, whether they might want simply an intelligence sharing agreement, perhaps even extra policing. We don't know. And certainly the other European countries are waiting with some trepidation because they don't know either what's going to be asked of them and whether they can deliver politically.
Liz, tell us about the mood right now of people there in Paris, especially now that word is spreading that these raids are taking place.
The raids are very targeted on neighborhoods where there has been some record of radical Islamists living. So in Greater Paris here, apart from sirens, there's no real evidence of this massive dragnet going down. People are still nervous. Certainly parents with children are very nervous, ones that live in central Paris. You know, the nightclub and the restaurants were not very far from where Charlie Hebdo's offices were, which were attacked in January. So this particular area, people feel very vulnerable and worried. Parisians seem to want to pull together, but there's worry that the large Muslim population will be ostracized, will come under extra pressure. In fact, just behind me, you may be able to see there's quite a crowd. 2 people are arguing at the center of the crowd, a woman accusing a man of spreading hatred. If the society does begin to fracture, that says the French government, quite correctly, will be giving in to terrorists, and it also may lead to more social unrest in the future. So it's something that the French government is very, very anxious to avoid.
All right, Elizabeth Palmer in Paris for us. Liz, thank you.